pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
I went for a run this morning.
Oh, you did?
You know how some people, I was working out. I used to work out later in the day.
Right.
And y'all were telling me, go to the gym before you come to work. Mm-hmm. And I am dead. Yeah. I literally am dead.
It knocks you out.
You've been laying down this whole time. Are you going to do the whole thing laying on the floor?
I mean, I'm going to do at least the first half hour laying plank style on my back on the floor.
Now, I said I work out fasted, and you say you like to work out stuffed?
You eat a big old meal?
Well, yeah, I saved last night. They say fast, so I fasted last night for dinner, and then I got up this morning and I ate my dinner.
A fast?
And then I ate breakfast, and then I went to the gym.
So you had 2 meals pre-gym.
Yeah, I had a Creole stew.
A gumbo or a Creole stew?
No, a Creole stew.
What's the difference between that and a gumbo?
Well, there are assorted things from New Orleans in it.
So it's not necessarily food items. It's kind of like trumpets.
There's a trumpet.
You use it as flavor. It's kind of like making a stock.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to make a Creole stock.
A man in a hat saying Zatarans?
Yes. There was a band playing jazz
Really
near
getting the taste of New Orleans.
And I threw up at the gym, but they said that's what's good.
It's not a workout.
Who's that? Who are you talking to?
The trainer said that was good?
Well, no one said it was good at the gym. Everybody said, "Ooh, yuck, get out of here."
You just
clean that up before you leave.
Yeah.
You got it. You wipe down your machines and you clean up your throw up before you leave. That's just gym etiquette.
It is gym etiquette. I did not realize
that. It took me a year to learn. I was leaving my throw up behind.
I was cleaning the machines, but I was leaving my throw up behind. But yeah, I'm not in good shape, so I'm going to continue to work out at night, late at night, like I usually do.
Yeah, I think that's probably. Oh, good. Well, we're recording. Oh, grief. Hey, everybody.
We know grief.
What?
Grief. You got to tell us when we're recording.
I know. I'm sorry.
Grief.
Okay, look.
Good grief.
Welcome to the teacher.
Grief is sometimes good.
Y'all ain't gonna.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
When my Nana passed away, I really relished in that grief, and it was good grief.
It wasn't. What would you say that grief got you?
It got me. Well, I won the lottery when I was grieving.
That's good.
That was good grief.
That's a great grief.
Honestly, it was the best grief.
And you have a bad time with luck generally, right?
Yeah, you could say I have bad luck. My luck is not on my side.
Lady luck.
Ladies luck. But anyway, enough about my working out.
Well, I think doing an intro to the episode is probably a moot point at this point. But thank you all so much for tuning in again. Of course, this is a Teacher's Lounge, and I, as always, am Howard Levis.
Hi, Bill Cravy.
Bill Cravy, that's your track coach now.
Yes, track coach.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Sam Weatherman, head of motivation department. Going well, feeling good. Hope everyone out there is smiling today.
Todd Padre, Women's Studies.
Wow, what an election we had this week.
Yeah, student body president was elected this week.
I'm glad it's over because that campaign was divisive.
It's true. It's true. Heather Markham
ran ads.
She ran ads on local television. A lot of people said it was she used her parents' money.
Yes,
which is proven. The records show she used. At the
end of the ad, it says this ad was paid for by my parents. So
she's very upfront about it, and I think people thought it was just something they'd never seen before. Thought she was going to bring something else to the table.
Really called out her opponent's chubbiness.
Yeah.
That was the most of the ads.
Also exaggerated his weight. She said he weighed 420 pounds. He's 4'10". There's no way that he weighs 400.
I would have gone for his height, not his weight.
And of course, obviously, the ad she put in the newspaper last week is the reason we had enough money to print enough copies. We printed 300,000 copies and sent them around the country as a first step towards.
And you just chose addresses to send this to, right? These
Yes.
people did not have a subscription.
Yeah, we sort of just went into public records and sent out 300,000 copies of the school newspaper to various.
Great idea.
So would you say this is a win for your this past week for you? Your goal, of course, or your promise to the school board members was that you were going to get the school newspaper up and running again and also get it nationally circulated.
It would be a win. However, we received 200,099 copies back.
Now that's tough.
Return to sender.
Return to sender.
That is tough because usually when I get mail that I don't want, I throw it away. It would take an active effort to send something back.
Most copies came back with a Post-it on them.
A letter.
Yeah, a letter of some sort.
A Post-it.
A single Post-it note with just, this ain't for me. I'm from Hawaii. The hell is this? That sort of thing. And honestly, I didn't know people would have such harsh opinions about receiving a newspaper that's irrelevant to them.
Yeah.
But people around the country don't seem to want to read about issues pertaining to our high school.
Well, I thought your marketing campaign was genius. I mean, who doesn't love a free sample?
Exactly.
Every time I go to Costco and I get those free samples, I'm always buying the full pack.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I hope that...
Those are free?
Yeah.
What have you been doing at Costco?
Do you leave money?
Yeah, I pay for those.
You don't have to pay for those, Todd.
They usually say free sample. Here, you want some
and
gummy
there's
bears?
just a little dome or
Yeah, there's just a little dome.
Lady in a hairnet standing inside of a dome passing out free samples.
the little container. Sometimes it's just a dome.
No,
you
she
lift
stands in like one of those igloos that they put dogs in your backyard.
and you just throw money in there?
Yeah, I give the dome lady money. I thought it was to free her from the dome.
No.
So you think that lady is
She's buying her
captured
freedom?
in a dome, and you're trying to... Do you try to fight to get her out when you're getting a slice
I mean,
of cheese?
we're busy. I get a slice of cheese and say, here's a few bucks. I hope you make it out soon.
A few bucks for a slice of cheese, Todd. Even if that was the right thing to do, that's too much money to pay for a slice of cheese.
These ladies are gentlemen.
Yeah.
Men can pass out samples
too. I learned that.
Yeah.
So your class was with you when you went to Costco to fight misogyny?
Well, yeah. My class has been following me around, kind of showing me...
The error of your ways.
Showing me the error of my
to
ways.
remind our listeners, you currently teach a women's studies class as a man who is struggling with women's issues, and the class really teaches you.
Yeah, I live my life, and they say, here's where you're wrong.
It's the best way to learn.
Yeah, and Costco was one of them where I kept calling the fella that was doing it a lady, and they said, no, guys can work this job too. And I said,
I love that they
Thank you,
really
I'm learning.
let you make your mistakes, you know?
Yeah, they do.
They're not there to prevent them. They're just there to call
It's
you
the
out.
same way
after
you got to let a toddler touch the hot stove. And
Yes.
then they don't touch the hot stove
That's
anymore.
the first thing every parent
And you
does
only
with their
thought
toddler.
women could touch hot stoves.
Yeah, it turns out men can touch hot stoves.
I think you guys, do you mean stove?
Yeah, that's what I meant,
Stoves.
and we
Stoves.
stuck to it. And I appreciate that solidarity, sticking to that mispronunciation. And my buddy's always got my back. But listen, so you tried to get some fertilizer from the back of Costco.
That's right.
And a woman in a weight belt wanted to help you, and you refused. Is that you said, no, let's get a man in here?
Yeah, well, I said I got it, or if there's a man that can help out, I want to be a gentleman and not make a lady lift that.
Right.
And my class told me, no, that's you dehumanizing the woman and saying that, like,
She's
she can't
incapable
do the
of
same
helping you.
job
Yeah.
and women are equal. And I said,
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
they've
to
been
be
following
fair-
me on dates.
Uh-oh.
It's been pretty good.
Now,
How are things going with Maria?
Yeah.
It
Have
was
you
a-
met her yet, or
Well,
are
it
you
was
still
a catfish.
dining near her?
It was a catfish. I was dining near her.
You're catfishing a woman named Maria.
She catfished me, it turns out.
Wait.
But
You're kidding.
Things worked out, though. I was furious at first, but then she got me into competitive tickling. And I tell you what, I hadn't heard about
no.
it. But I have become a star in the world of competitive tickling.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now you've seen the HBO documentary Tickled,
Nope.
right? No. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, no, I did see that.
You did.
I could see how you could think these are related.
This who are you working for? Do you know who's behind all this?
There's a lot of kind of saggy old men on set filming everything, but I'm working for sports media. I mean, who do NBA players work for?
Right, yeah.
The NBA.
And this can't be the same thing because actually David D'Amato, who tickled, is about actually just recently passed away. So this must be someone who took the mantle.
D'Amato's death has hit us all very hard.
Oh, rest in peace.
What a good guy. He's a great, great man.
Yeah.
But
you can look him up.
This is different. People tie me down and tickle me. It's a lot of strong men, and I'm shirtless, and they tickle me, and I try not to laugh, and I'm very good at it.
You don't laugh.
Rarely.
No, I don't.
Now, being good at it, is it not laughing or eventually breaking with a big chuckle?
Or is it laughing, comical, fun,
Yeah, it's the goal to
sweet
see who
way?
can get the biggest chuckle.
There's 2 ratings. You get rated on amount of time not laughing, and then also best chuckle. And I apparently have a
And
very...
do they say chuckle with their whole throat like you just did? Chuckle.
I mean, I don't know. That's just how the word is said. Chuckle.
You're right. We're all in agreement
No,
on the pronunciation.
I don't watch this stuff recreationally or anything, but I have seen the Tickle documentary. These guys are all pretty young guys normally.
Yeah, they're young,
They
sort
are-
of twinky, attractive
and often in the
guys.
documentary classified as underage.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, these guys are over 18. I guarantee it.
How are your videos doing?
I don't know how the videos are doing, but I'm winning the competitions, and that's
Okay.
what matters. I mean, I imagine people are into it because they keep asking me back. They pay me the $15 afterwards.
1,500, you mean?
No, $15.
No,
You get paid $15.
Yeah.
Now, do you take your clothes off? Because I have seen you without your shirt on, and it looks like I'd say a hairy E.T.
That's
Very
generous.
hairy E.T.
Yeah, well, I do take my clothes off, and I think that there is a set of people who thinks that's attractive. It took me a
To
long...
a set?
Yeah, three-ish.
3 matching people.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I'm doing doing really well in that field, and I think I'm going to try to convince the school to do competitive tickling here because it's very fun.
I don't know if you should bring that up right now when we're on our tentative
Yeah, I feel like
rehire.
that's not something that you do when you're on probation.
It's a risky move.
Okay, well, history was made by risk takers.
Well, I don't know if you're getting as much out of this as you're putting in, but I'm proud of you for going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who else tries to be a professional athlete at 77 ripe years old,
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Now, are you sponsored for this?
I am sponsored by Feathers.
Now, Feathers, what company is that?
I'm not
Just in general.
I think Feathers in general, like how...
Kind of the way
how
cotton or milk
Big
or
feather.
or
Big feather.
corn.
huge feather.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of money. There's a big feather lobby, and these guys
Really?
are powerful in Washington.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't think that feathers really have the sort of industrial backing that other commodities would.
Now, Mr. Weatherman, the school is a buzz after your little motivational assembly.
Everyone is walking around with a smile on their face.
thank you. Yeah. I got to get to the whole school 3 at a time in the big boiler room. We were in there. We cranked the heat all the way up, and we dealt with some issues.
So you did this speech about 400 times because it was 3 at a time. You were doing a small audience approach, really personal.
Yeah, ideally, you'd like a bigger space. You know what I mean? If you've seen Tony Robbins, my mentor, he kind of rents out a whole big
Convention
Floridian
hall,
compound.
Yeah, but your philosophy is packing as many people into a tiny space.
Right. Well, I've kind of had to bend my desires to what they'll give me. The school doesn't trust me fully yet, so I could only get the janitor to give me the boiler room.
Right.
But you took lemons and made lemonade. You've invented this kind of Bikram motivation that's very cool.
Exactly. You get in there, and when we're in comfort, when we're as we already are, we can't see what else is out there. You know what I mean? And to get healthy, you got to break your pattern. So we get in that boiler room, we crank it up to about 150, and you sweat out those emotions.
Wow.
Right.
You get to the,
And you
That's
break.
centigrade, right?
yeah, centigrade. They're quick. They're
So
quick.
I don't know what the trench.
I think that's in the multiple hundreds of degrees.
That's too hot.
If you
It
go.
might be. Well, sorry.
Did I say too high of a number?
We cranked the boiler up to that. I don't know that we haven't tested the air temperature in there, so
Right.
the boiler's hot because it's got to provide.
And very similar to Tony Robbins, you really break these children down. You get to their fears.
dig into their history.
Absolutely perfect word choice.
you had
I
multiple-
break them down. These kids come in excited, thinking, I don't know if I need this. I'm just here because I get the period.
You
off.
actually uncovered a few, issues at home for a couple of kids. Where, of course, Timothy Johnson, he was beating his parents.
That's right. That's right. And I uncovered that, and the parents are very thankful.
Now, was he prosecuted or?
Yes, he's
Because a lot of
To the
this.
fullest extent of the law, I believe.
he's in the process of being prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law that his parents are willing to do. So they're going to see how much they can get and then scale back from what they think is appropriate.
Well,
They're-
good.
That's great.
Good for them. I think it's about time that they get emancipated from their son.
I agree. He's been ruling with an iron fist for
He's
far
a
too
nightmare,
long. So
Timothy
that's what I'm
Johnson.
doing. I'm getting into these kids' heads and hopefully solving their problems. I've created a few for a couple people, but I think mostly it's a good service. And at the end of the day, now those are new problems that I can just break down and fix.
At the end of the day, a lot of people have been helped or hurt, and a lot of people have heat stroke.
And a few people have lost their hair, but it's
Oh, yes.
But they came out changed, and that's all we can really ask for. People went into this stuck
You're
in
looking
their
for
habits,
any
like you
type of
said.
change, whether it be mental or physical.
yes, and you also get a
Positive or
free,
negative.
Yeah, and you also get a free T-shirt at the end, so everyone should come out changed.
What does that T-shirt look like again?
It's gray, and it says, "I better do it." It says, "I better do
that's
it."
sort of positive.
Because you want to tell yourself that if you don't succeed, there's a consequence from you. You know what I mean? Because if you can't love yourself, you're fucked.
And on the back it says, "I better do it, or else." On the back it says, "or else."
Or else, and there's a picture of me at my maddest. Yeah.
I've seen
Beat red face, steaming ears.
A thing I've noticed about a lot of them is it really looks like it used to say "just do it" on the shirts, and "just" was crossed out, and "I better" was written into it.
Right. Well, I was looking for a good deal, so I bought designer Nike shirts and then put my own.
A good deal on designer Nike shirts?
Well,
That's
I
a
was
bad
looking for
deal.
one. I didn't find one.
Oh, you got another bad deal.
That's a bad deal.
Yeah, I went to a premium outlet and they said, "We're about to get a shipment in, but we won't give it to you." So I had to go full price. I went down to Barney's and I got a bunch of Just Do It.
No.
Yeah. Hey, I'm investing in my brand, okay? I got these book jackets I
Who are we
got
to judge,
move.
man? You're doing great.
Can I register one complaint about this haul?
You may.
The water fountain water has been scalding hot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
The
everybody...
boiler room is really. The boiler. I can't believe the school even has a boiler room.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really even know what that is.
Well, we're at an old school.
Yeah, but I will say we've had multiple teachers go to the hospital with burnt teeth, and that seems
Well,
seems impossible to
And
me.
when they go to the hospital, you go
That
to the
sounds
dentist
fake.
with burnt
That
teeth.
sounds
Hey, there you
fake.
go, Todd. That's right. That's right. These teachers are idiots. I mean,
Hey, there you
I do
go.
want to stop and take 1 second to apologize
Let's
to
stop.
Mrs. Caminiti, who had to use the eye wash machine in her science class, and unfortunately,
I'm sorry. What happened?
She used
she
the eye
got
wa-
some
she got
chemicals in her eyes in her science class and had to use the eye wash
spray machine.
Unfortunately, the water had been turned all the way up, and
Oh no.
well,
machine-
she's sightless now.
that
I
machine-
did
and I
see
have
her.
to apologize.
Yeah, I did see her come in this morning. She's not readjusted to being blind yet.
But I would also say her real problem might be emotional, so we'll see. We're going to work on it.
I would say maybe she has two problems.
Maybe.
Now one's the emotional problem, and also now one is that she is blind.
Hey, and I
That's
can
three
help her with
problems.
one.
She's blind in two eyes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right. I
Lot
guess
of people
Sorry to
don't
be
get
so
that.
corrective about that, but we got to be on the record properly.
That's true.
I guess that's true. Yeah, but it does seem like things are going good in the school.
Morale is up.
Yeah, and I've actually had a few students apply to write for the paper since your seminar.
Yes.
They said they wanted to funnel their energy into something good, and so I've hired three new writers for the paper.
I do
Wow,
want to warn
and
you,
you-
some of these kids may not be pursuing their true interest. They are forced to pick
Hey.
something before they can leave the room, so I have had a couple of just quick decisions.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you know that some of these might be real paperheads, some of these might be...
That's fine,
'Cause
you know.
want a real paper.
Yeah, I'm looking for paperheads, you know, and they seem to be paperheads. When they came in, it was the first question I asked, are you a paperhead?
Papyrus, yeah.
Papyrus question mark, it says on the door.
And they seem to be interested, and now I've got one working the cafeteria beat. I've got one on a
Now,
locker.
what are you looking to find out in the cafeteria? Why are they
Just the goings on.
the beat?
The goings on. I mean, they're walking around, they're asking kids.
Those guys are intimidating.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to figure out what's going on. I've got a couple kids now in the locker room beat, which is something I'm really excited about. Get some of that locker room
Well,
goss
listen,
out.
if you're looking to bust me, fuck off.
What do you mean? I ain't trying to bust you,
Okay,
man.
I mean, I need all the help I can get after this week's track meet.
Look, I know, and hey, no, I'm trying to get coverage for that. Okay, I'm trying to get people.
okay.
I'm trying to get people out to. Those
I thought you were trying to
meets.
write a bust me for
Hey, I'm not-
dressing up a cheetah like he goes to this school and having him run the 100 meters.
If you bust them for that, you can fuck right on off.
Yeah,
fuck you.
off.
Guys, I'm not
Fuck
gonna
off,
hey,
Levi's.
I'm not gonna bust anybody here. Okay, we're buds. I'm out for the good of all four of us. all
How
right?
is Garrett Cheetaman doing, by the way?
Cheetaman is the star of the team.
Also, I'll
and
say
he's-
this: you pitched him to us and the school as a human being who was a good.
A young Jewish
Racer.
student.
Yes, it's Cheetaman. Cheetaman joined the school right after I was made head track coach. And he's not a cheetah. He is a Jewish boy who is fast and is running all of my events and winning them all.
But that
will-
came back to bite you in the ass last week when
Literally.
the meet was on.
Cheetaman, I don't know what happened, but Cheetaman bit me right on the butt as I was firing the gun. You know I fire the gun.
You don't have to do
and
that.
I do want to issue an apology that it was a shotgun. I do want to issue that apology right
the
now.
pellets came down and caused a few minor industries.
There were a few minor
Yeah, a
industries
few economies
called.
popped up.
Yeah, but the steel industry popped up very quickly
You
after
had
I.
people with their metal detectors just walking all over the track field,
And I
pulling the
honestly,
pellets out of the ground.
and I might go into politics now because I am creating jobs in this area,
Absolutely.
creating minor
What
industries.
an industrious school we've got.
I
And I
know.
think you got to give that all up to the kids.
But hey, I mean, I'm delivering on my promises. The young Cheetaman is really doing a great job for my team.
He is. He won the track meet by the 100-meter dash by 14 seconds.
Yes, he did.
Which
He did the 100-meter dash.
finished
in
almost
6
immediately.
seconds.
Yeah.
It was.
A pretty slow field. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, they're high school kids. They're not at their full potential yet.
No.
But he really laid them to waste. You'd say.
He really did, and he did run on all fours, and that's a technique I've taught him because I lived on the savannah for so long, and I learned how people run.
I will say I have seen him in synagogue the past few weeks.
He's very Jewish. He's devout.
Yeah.
He is gonna. I'm going to his rabbi lessons today.
He's a devout Jew.
He's devout. You know how those gentlemen with the long curls and the hats are devout?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, we all know what a devout Jewish person looks like.
Yeah.
Cough it out.
Cough it out.
That's
Cough
all
it out.
right. You just got to let it go.
You got to let it cough.
You're hanging on to it. You're hanging on to it.
Cough it
Let
out.
it go.
Hanging on to what, that emphysema?
Exactly.
I know, I gotta
You
let
don't
it go.
have emphysema if you believe it.
You have swore to cure my emphysema, Weatherman, and I appreciate that.
That's not the only thing. As soon as I tackle your emphysema, I'm coming right over to you, Todd.
Wow.
Because I believe it can happen.
You believe your motivational speeches?
I
can
believe that
can
with the
fix
power of
physical ailments.
positive intention,
Yeah.
we can heal our bodies physically, including and up to the autoimmune disease virus.
Yeah, well, my AIDS is doing all right. Thank you for asking
You're
and
welcome.
offering. Shkreli's cure is helping me, so I feel great. If you could cure my body from looking like a hairy ET, I would love that. That's
Well,
kind
you know,
of a
some
much-
things are just beyond repair.
Have you had a consultation with a plastic surgeon? Is that right, Todd?
Yeah, well, it was more of a reprimanding from the plastic surgeon than a consultation.
Oh.
Yeah. I went in there and they got mad at me for looking how I looked.
You waited too long, they said?
They said you waited way too long. And they said we can do something with this, but it's not going to be perfect.
With this?
Yeah. Yeah. I left with Sharpie all over my body.
And you're trying to look like Zac Efron, is that right? There's an E! Channel special about that young boy who's trying to look like Zac Efron, and he spent thousands of dollars.
Is there a young boy doing that also?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's a race to the finish, baby. I challenge him to an Efron off.
Really?
Well, that feels like it's a lot on your plate. You've got a lot to do. If you want to take on a whole nother challenge.
You feel like this is too much to also add this to what I'm doing?
Yeah. I'll say this. You've got a lot going on. I just think that maybe you should pick your battles here.
What do you want to pick right now? What do you want to do?
What do you want to pick to do for the next few weeks?
I can absolutely juggle being a competitive tickler, running the women's studies program and learning about women, having AIDS and being best friends with Martin Shkreli, and competing with a young boy to look the most like Zac Efron.
That's a challenge I'm willing to bet on. Let's see how you do over the next few weeks.
You know what they say about all successful people? Right before they succeed, they way overload themselves. And I am so proud of you.
They don't simplify.
Overpromise, underperform. That's what I'll say.
We deliver on that. We overpromise and underdeliver, and we deliver
every time.
on
Most of
that
the time.
promise. Sometimes we overdeliver, and that's us not under-delivering, and that's a problem.
And if you can't follow that,
Fuck off! Fuck you!
That's right. Get bold.
All right. Well, guys, as always, we've got a guest on the show today. We're really excited to have her.
Been tough to book her, honestly.
It's been tough.
She's busy.
She's busy, and she's
sought
got
after.
She's really sought after. She's got a lot going on, and she is everyone's favorite and only home ec teacher here at Hamilton, Miss Smuckers. Miss Smuckers, how you
y'all. I'm good, y'all. But I'm not that great.
You're not that great?
I wouldn't say I'm great.
No, you are struggling in it right now a little bit.
I have my jaw wired shut.
Yes.
Due to an accident that I had, but I told you I'm going to come on your show. I'm not going to delay another week.
You emailed us this morning. You said, I've been in a terrible accident. I'm very hurt. My jaw is wired shut, but I am going to make this commitment.
I want to chat.
Yeah, and now just so everybody knows, what
did you say you want a cat or you want to chat?
She wants to chat.
Okay, chat.
And just so
and
everybody,
are you saying chat like French for cat, or are you saying in English you would like to chat with us?
I took a chat. I want to chat. And I want to chat.
Understood.
And now, just so everybody knows what did happen, you you were checking your mail, and you leaned out to grab a quarter off the street, and a car just clipped you on the chin.
Well, not only that, it was some of them horrible kids. Because they were coming over to whack my mailbox down.
You're kidding me.
No.
With a baseball bat.
And they cracked
and
you in the mouth?
me in the jaw.
No.
And let me just say, I saw my teeth go straight down the sewer. And guess what?
She saw her teeth go straight down the sewer.
Went out and then right down the sewer because it was raining and they all got in a little
They
puddle.
went in a little puddle and they went right down the
Little
sewer.
stream.
And I stuck my head down there and I got stuck for 2 hours.
Good.
Because I do see a lot of your teeth are back.
I shoved them back in.
You found them. Okay.
Well, it's
Hold
tough
on.
to wire
You shoved them back in.
Got to keep them in there. And they'd wired it shut and then don't grow back together.
And have you seen a professional yet, or are you kind of just doing this all on your
Now,
lunch?
you know I don't like a professional.
I do know that.
No, I've had people come in here telling me what to do for years. And I had Martha Stewart trying to teach me how to teach home ec. No. I'm the master.
I will say
'cause
you're in great spirits.
Yeah, you
Great
famously
spirits.
turned down an apprenticeship to Martha Stewart.
Famously.
Yeah.
Amongst the school, let's be realistic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the stuff of legends
You said,
here.
I won't work with a felon.
No, well, because I don't like that she broke the law, A of all. And no, I don't think she's good, because have you seen me tie a fitted sheet in a knot?
Have I seen you tie a fitted sheet in a knot? I have not.
Well, it's good.
I have. It's good.
It is good.
It's
Yeah.
good.
And now, why would you want to tie a fitted sheet in a knot?
Just store it, you dumb shit.
Oh,
Are you married?
well, no, I'm.
Are you coming? You aggressively come on to people, and it sounds that was you coming on to Mr. Weatherman.
I was
Right?
wondering if you want to go out sometime.
Oh, wow. Maybe when you're better. Maybe when you're better.
Oh, because you
no.
want a blowjob?
No, not at all. You seem like you're.
Because I can't give you a blowjob. I'm worthless.
Nah.
God damn
I don't
it.
think it'd be-
You're just,
I think-
you're still bleeding a little bit, and you
he
seem
doesn't
like you're
know
on
if
some
you're
pretty
in your
heavy
right
medicine.
mind. You're on medicine. He doesn't know if you're in your right
He
mind. I
doesn't
understand.
know I am, but I am.
Well,
And guess what? I could still suck your dick with this whole wire jaw shot happening.
Okay.
There is a little bit of play in that.
Because let me
Joe.
guess, your dick's as big as a pencil.
Well, I mean, I don't know where you heard that, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the size
we're
of our
sorry.
I
penises
can tell you
here.
where I heard it. You're not gonna like it, y'all.
What?
Where
You're not gonna
the burn
like
book.
It. Not just the burn book, but it was signed by the author.
And who was the author? Seems like you're setting up some heavy drama here.
Well, what grades
Come
do
on.
we teach?
Come on, don't do this. I teach
Are we
most
anywhere
of
from
people who have been held
9
off.
through 12.
9 through 12. Well, guess what? This guy was in 10th grade.
Okay, well, I don't know what she's talking about. This guy who was in 10th grade.
Wait, I'm
So
sorry. Was
a
it
man,
that's
a
not-
I'm
man
sorry.
accused.
Was this Timothy Johnson, the boy?
Oh, yeah.
It was the boy who you outed as a parent abuser.
Well, then
He's burning you.
then I
saying you have a
guess
pencil
then I
dick.
guess we see what's going
Listen.
The
on here.
boy who cried pencil. Prove
Yes.
it. Prove him wrong, though, I say.
Pull your dick out right now.
Now,
and prove
hey, come
Timothy
on
Johnson
now.
wrong.
Hey,
We gotta
Unzip-
stop. We gotta
unzip-
stop body shaming.
Wait. Unzip your fly ball 1 notch and pull your dick out.
Pull it out.
Because
even
Show
if,
her.
even
why
if that
why are
was
you
the truth,
against body shaming?
Well, here's what I think.
Yeah, why? Have you learned something about body shaming?
I've
Why
been
is that
body
bad?
shaming people for 72 years. And
How
I'm
old are
learning-
you?
73, I look 100.
And when you were 1, you insulted somebody?
Well, yeah.
His first word was fat.
Mommy, fat.
He looked his mother up and down and just said fat.
Wow.
Mama, fat
I
body.
think it's okay to have a penis that's the size of a pencil, you know?
Wow.
Definitely okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's okay.
first
It's
of
not
all,
ideal.
I'll address this.
I think it's great that Hitler had a micro penis. Everybody said
Did
that
he
was
really?
so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why he
apparently.
was so mad at the Jews.
Yeah.
Because they were cutting off their penis for fun.
That's what
And he said, I got a little one. I wish I could cut some off of it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Well, I just want to say, it's not true. The size of my personal area is not to be discussed by.
I've
any
heard you got a
student.
small butthole, too.
Well,
I heard it's
again,
as small as a pencil.
okay,
And that's
I don't know.
humiliating.
I don't
You
know
could
why we're
fuck
all
yourself.
turning on old Sam.
Listen, I'm sorry. We're just quoting the burn book. We got it
I
here.
got
We
it.
found
And
it.
And look, I'm
We
sure
found it in the dumpster.
I'm sure all of us have penises that we're not entirely enthused by.
I hate mine.
Yeah, we all have issues.
I wasn't even aware, but that's okay. That's okay.
Guess what mine looks like?
What?
Guess.
Long and thin.
No, that's yours.
Oh, well, I guess that's what I was thinking.
It looks like a bishop.
Like a chess piece.
Yeah.
It looks like a tooth.
A tooth?
Hold on.
A vampire tooth or just a normal tooth?
Now,
You got teeth on the brain.
yeah, and I also would say that's it. Or you.
It's a clit.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you're describing sounds to me like a.
You always
the
trick
female-
us into thinking that you have a penis and then you describe your clit.
Again, this conversation is getting.
You're always
is veering-
tricking us.
You got us
How many
again.
times have you had
You
us?
got us again. You had us in the palm of your hand. You have a penis?
Oh God! What? Just a long workaround for that old penis clit trick again.
Now,
I love y'all.
yeah, we love you too, Miss Smuckers. We really do.
Miss
And we're
Smuckers,
glad
you're
to
a
have you.
hoot. Miss Smuckers, now you have the kids making curtains this week.
Yes,
Is that true?
I do for my house.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yo, most of the kids in your class renovate your house for you, and that's
They done a good little job. They're good little elves.
So you have the students bring in something. They bring their own material. They find what they like.
Yeah.
but it just ends up in your house.
Well, I asked them for the curtain exercise to bring in their mama's old wedding dress. And then I have kind of Miss Havisham vibe going on.
Oh, okay.
It's real good.
So your house, the light is now all blocked by old wedding dresses.
Yeah.
Just hung.
So you probably still have some nice bright light white curtains. I mean, you're just you're causing you're not blocking out any sun. With that.
Oh, they're getting a little yellow.
Already?
I got a lot of cats. You know, when you got cats and you smoke non-stop like a chimney, you know, everything starts to turn yellow already because cat piss and the smoking makes everything yellow.
Yeah.
I love it, but it hurts to smoke with this jaw. Let me tell you, my teeth holes be getting infected. I can tell.
Quickly. That's a quick. You're
Your
pretty
teeth
receptive.
holes, yeah, you should really see a professional.
Nope. Well, I want to see you in a month, and you're going to tell me I look better than I did ever before.
Well, I mean, you famously fell down the stairs at school,
Famously.
and I honestly don't think your arm healed right.
Okay, first of all, I didn't fall, I was pushed.
Okay, you've been trying to film a documentary based on the staircase, based on you getting pushed down the stairs.
Called the staircase.
Yeah, the school staircase. But you know what? I had them kids who came over, and it was the same kids who hit me with a baseball bat. They were hanging up signs for student council, and they were using push pins. I bent over to pick one off the ground, and they used another one, pushed it in my butt. I fell all the way, rolly down 4 flats. My arm got caught in the railing, but my body kept going. So it twisted. My body twisted, my arm didn't twist.
Yeah.
Right.
Hyperextended all the joints.
Yep, so it's still hanging back behind me, and I'll walk with it right behind me.
And it's quite long. I would say
yeah.
maybe half again the length it was.
You know what?
before.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a rule against this, but you would be fantastic in the baton, the 4-way baton, 100,
The
4x100.
medley?
Would a
Yeah,
teacher
because
be
your
allowed?
hand is perfect to grab the baton. We could get Cheetaman. Cheetaman hands it off to you.
I have a little something to tell you about that little cheetah man.
What is that?
Not only, well, first I want to say he's a cheetah, man. Not that he's a cheetah.
What?
He's a cheater.
Oh, he cheats.
He's a cheater?
He cheated on me.
You were in a relationship with him, or
Because I'll tell you what, he's older than he says. And let me tell you, we had a thing, and it was good. And it felt great.
Yeah.
His cheetah dick is amazing.
That is a Jewish dick.
Okay.
now this would be?
You ever seen him run?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's got something up his sleeve. He zoomed right past. And also, his skin is yellow with black spots.
But your
That
biggest
sounds
problem with him
racist
is
to
that
me.
he's over the age of 18.
Yeah. No, my biggest problem is that he cheated on me, and I'll tell you
Who
with,
did he cheat with?
I'll tell you with whom.
So you were dating a student, a Jewish student.
We had a fling. I wouldn't say dating.
Right.
But I was disappointed when I heard he slept with someone else. And let me tell you, she's overage as well.
She's over
Overage.
As in over 18?
She's over 18.
Is she over 40?
Yep.
Is she over 50?
Uh-huh.
He's not over 60.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, is she 100?
No.
Okay,
Is
90.
she 110?
Yes.
She's 110 years old. Now, I know exactly who this is because she's the oldest living woman in the county.
And the world.
Yes, the 120-year-old man just died, and she was visited by Guinness. First thing they fucking showed up for in this goddamn town.
Those sons of bitches.
Fuck them.
I mean, I've been hula hooping for 4 years. They haven't come over here.
You're currently hula hooping,
Wee, wee,
and
wee.
Guinness is not even fucking here.
It's like-
Those cowards.
What a missed opportunity.
It's 100%.
We're calling out Guinness right now. We dare you to show up here. We got so many records at this school.
Ooh, you just got to come see them with your own eyes.
God, I cannot wait to visit the Guinness Book of World Records store on Hollywood Boulevard. Gorgeous store.
You're going to go there?
Yes, that's where I vacation every summer.
What are you going to get?
I'm going to look at the world's tallest man, and I'm going to get some, I'm probably going to get the world's smallest souvenir.
Well, last time.
Wait, does that man work at the store?
Yeah, the world's tallest man. They got him there. It's not a wax figure of him. He is there, and he is sick.
How tall is he?
He's 8'9".
And he's ill?
Yeah, his pituitary gland. Pituitary is fucked up. It's big and bulging on his head. I'm sorry, I interrupted your story of
So Cheetahman cheated on you with the 110-year-old woman,
yep, and he
you're
loved
mad.
it.
And he loved it.
Gloria Sternum is her
I'm
name.
so mad I could pop right through these wires.
Don't do it.
Don't break out of your
I'm so
self-made.
mad I could pop right
I don't think the wire's not going to break. Your teeth are going to fall
It's
out.
even
You
close to
never
breaking.
seen how strong this jaw is, babe.
It's not even close to breaking.
Oh, good God.
Oh, no, they're circling the drain.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
They're
Some
circling
of your
the drain.
teeth just went down the drain in here. I'm sorry, we spilled a pot of coffee.
I'm going to try to get down there.
Don't. It looks like
It's
she's
barely a drain.
she's going
face-
after it like they did in Apollo 13 when he dropped his wedding.
Also, be
or
careful.
She dropped her wedding ring.
If you
down
get
the
down
thing.
too far, you're going to get into the runoff water that's probably scalding hot from all.
Watch out!
Oh, good God!
Oh, your one remaining hand.
Stop licking my shins.
Stop it, Miss.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
Smuckers?
It's my jaw hanging from a...
It's actually.
You know the answer to
saying?
that question.
I feel like Roger Ebert.
Well, in what way
Rest
did
his soul.
you
'Cause
look
I love
like
movies.
Oh yeah, you look because you don't
Because I'm
look
thinking
like
about
him.
movies right now.
Yeah,
Oh
you
boy.
got movies on the brain.
Always, just like Roger.
Well, Miss Smuckers, you are actively teaching in the school. Is there any lesson you're currently working on that you'd like to sort of inform us or anyone else about? Is there something
there's
interesting going on?
Just one little thing. First of all, anybody can cook. Man, woman, child, bride, anything at all.
Man, woman, child, bride.
I don't think a woman should cook when she's in her wedding dress at her wedding. I think
A bride can cook. A bride can cook. And I'm telling you.
you famously cooked at your wedding, your first
Famously.
wedding. Yeah.
My first at 5. But yeah, famously, I cooked at the first. Never did that again. Because
You ran the catering at your first wedding.
my husband did not like it. Ooh, he got mad. Ooh, he got divorced from me before
At
we
the
even
wedding.
left the wedding.
Yeah. He had some. Luckily,
Now,
there were
do
some
I look
lawyers.
disgusting?
No, I mean,
Look at my mouth.
No.
Look at my mouth.
We're all looking. We see it.
What do you see?
I see two teeth, some blood.
A forked tongue.
That's normal.
That's the one thing we do recognize.
I see chapped lips.
Always.
You were one of the first people to get the fork turn and try to tongue and try to turn yourself into a lizard. Is
Yeah,
that what
well,
it was?
I was trying to do a look. Because, let me tell you, first of all, guys get bored. So you got to keep them interested. And when you feel that little two-sided tongue on you, you won't know what hits you.
Oh, I see. So you tried something in the bedroom, and
In
that
the bathroom.
You like to spice
You're
it up
right
in the bathroom?
first time, yeah. I like to spice it up in the bathroom where the magic happens.
It's usually the bedroom where the magic happens.
Not tonight.
Yeah, when
Oh,
we
you'll
did
see.
teacher cribs, you showed around your house, and you got to the bathroom and said, "Now this is where the magic happens."
And your bathroom was really packed full of stuff.
I sleep in the tub.
Yeah.
No pillow needed when you got hair like mine.
You have a lot of hair.
I'd say it's matted.
Yeah, and there is a case on it, a pillowcase. There's a pillowcase on your hair.
You look a little bit like the Pope, but with huge, comfy hair.
Oh, yeah. I feel a bit like
When
Pope.
you say a little bit like the Pope, you are dressed exactly like the Pope.
I'm the Pope.
Well, you're not
Wait.
the Pope, but that is a good character.
Are you the Pope?
I gotta confess something.
Oh my,
Oh my God, the
Hey,
Pope
of all
confesses
Your
to us.
Highness. Huh?
A of all, I'm the Pope. B of all, regret popping my wires.
Yeah.
My jaw's just hanging in the most uncomfortable
Wire
way.
it back up. Here, there's some chicken wire here.
What?
Use the chicken
I
wire
am a
back up.
master seamstress.
Oh, there you go.
She's putting her head in sewing machine.
She's using that foot pedal pretty efficiently.
Wow.
I'm back.
You feel better now.
Yeah, I feel like when Edward Scissorhands got those stitches in his mouth. No, from Hocus Pocus, when that dead guy gets back up.
Yes.
And he pop over his mouth, and he's like, "Car."
You are Roger Ebert right now.
I'll give it a thumbs in.
Thumbs in.
You give it 2 thumbs in?
I'll give it 2 thumbs in. Way in.
In what? In.
That's up to the viewers to decide.
All the viewers out there, picture something in your own mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make us do all the work for you.
Yeah.
Imagine something.
Tweet at me with what you imagine. No, I'll draw it.
And your Twitter handle is...
At Mrs. Smuckers buttfuckers.org.
That's why I can't find you, because there should not be a dot in your Twitter handle. Or no, I guess there can be. There definitely can be.
There can be.
Mrs. Smuckers buttfuckers.org. Is that what it was?
That's what it was. Can't tell anyone at school that. Get in trouble.
No.
They don't like
And
that.
you got banned from Twitter, right? Just
yes,
like
Milo. Yeah, no.
Minneapolis. What's his name?
He's my idol.
Milo.
Yeah, I got banned just like him because I released some nude photos of myself. People were upset.
You hacked yourself?
Yeah. In more ways than one.
How did you? Have you dealt with like getting rid of that scandal? Because there's a certain member of the group of us here who's trying to get a scandal to sort of get out of his past. Do you have any tips on how to like get past a leaked nude
Are
scandal?
you talking about the time you leaked Anthony Weiner's nude photos?
Yes, I'm talking about that.
So you're the one to think.
Well, no, he's not the first leaker. He re-leaked Anthony's wiener.
As
pass
a
it off.
publicity to his mayoral
pass it
campaign.
off, yeah,
It's
and-
really too complicated to go over. You have to listen to all
Season 1
all
of
of season
this
1.
What would your advice be to someone who's been scandalized
and
from
wants
a
to
news leak?
get beyond it.
I would say to start anew. Kind of give yourself a new name, move to a new town, a new Twitter handle, and a new email to go with your new name.
That's
Make it all
interesting.
match just for convenience. You don't have to remember so much. When you start lying, it's hard to remember what you said.
That is true.
So-
you get caught
so-
in your own lies.
So you've given yourself a whole new identity before. Now,
Well,
which
yeah,
identity
before-
are you on?
Before she was Miss Smucker, and now she's Miss Smuckers.
Oh,
Yeah, tiny changes because I made a big change the first time, and it was hard and confusing for people to catch on. Now, originally, my name was... Okay, remember that company that made that swirly peanut butter and jelly?
yeah,
Skippy.
Goober.
Oh, Goober?
Goober.
Yes,
Your original name was Goober?
That's my birth name.
First name. Yeah, that's your first name.
Yeah.
And was that based on? Did your parents love that combo jar?
They invented that.
Oh wow!
Now, do you also remember?
So they invented a peanut butter and jelly, and then had a child and named.
Well, their
that.
last name is Goober.
No, they
No.
just named the company that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So what was their last name?
Was Binker.
Beaker?
Binker.
Goober Binker is
Goober
was your
Binker.
birth name.
Goober Binker is your given name?
Okay, well that is pretty complicated.
Yeah.
So you're Miss Goober Binker. I had no idea. Mrs. Sorry.
Mrs. Goober
Mrs.
Binker.
That's a
Jordan.
beautiful name.
I was born married.
You had an arranged marriage.
You were betrothed.
Yeah.
Who was your first husband?
Well, he's famous. You know those candy? No. You know those snacks that are it's like
Nerd rope?
No.
No. Okay.
It's like a cookie, but it's soft.
Starburst.
They're kind of
no.
cookies.
I meant Star Crunch.
What is-
Starburst.
I meant
Skittles.
Star Crunch. I meant Star Crunch. But Star
So were you married to Star Crunch?
Yep.
Okay. So your first, and was that
And
his
you said
first
he's
name?
famous, right?
Was that
his first name.
so?
His name
your
was Star
husband-
Crunch.
No, and then his last
You had an
name.
arranged marriage before your birth with a man whose first name was Star Crunch, and well, in his last name,
Now, you know those snacks that are like...
so many snacks related to you.
they're like a Little Debbie sort of snack.
Zebra cakes.
Uh-huh. And
Okay,
His name was Star
was
Crunch.
his
Zebra cakes?
was it zebra cakes?
Yeah.
That was
So
his
your name
last
was
name.
Goober Binkers, and you married Star Crunch Zebra Cakes?
my name for a minute was Mrs. Goober Binker Zebra Cakes, because I did hyphenate.
Okay,
Beautiful.
Which is
I can see
okay,
it, yeah.
by the way.
It is. It's okay.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm really here to say.
that it's okay to
I
hyphenate
want
your
to tell
name.
girls, just hyphenate or keep your last name.
Yeah.
Don't worry so much about it.
Yeah.
Well, keep your last name until you need to change identities and then get rid of all of it
Oh,
and make
yes.
up your own.
Yeah.
And then
And
ditch
really
all.
own it.
Yeah.
So you went from Goober Binker to Smucker, or was there
Goober
another?
There was another one.
Oh, okay.
Now, this
Okay.
one I had to redo because I killed my husband.
Okay, so you killed Star Crunch Zebra
Don't
Cake.
tell nobody. So,
Okay,
okay, you know
your
those,
secret's safe with us.
you know them snacks that are like a cake, but it's like covered in coconut?
A snowball?
Yep.
You married a snowball?
No, that was my name.
Your name was Snowball.
Okay, so I think you just did confess to murder, and there's some gentlemen in here in gray suits who are feverishly writing something down.
Oh,
on the
no,
pad.
these are just some of the ladies that are in my class.
No, these
My-
look like police officers. They're getting up. They're getting up.
They're
Okay,
getting up and leaving now that we've noticed them.
What they thought we couldn't see them behind that futon.
Uh-oh.
We saw
I
them.
could not.
Really? It's a clear futon.
Yeah, I just didn't really look
Well,
at
they
it.
make us have these here now. Public schools. You can't. You have to have a clear backpack, clear futon.
Did you
Everything's got
get
to be
that from
transparent.
Delia's?
From what?
Delia's? That's a reference.
Delia's. Delia's.
You have to have a sister if you want to get that one.
That's a store famously that you have to have a sister to shop in.
Famously.
You have to prove that you have a sister.
Yeah,
and then you
otherwise
can-
it's weird. Because it's all little girl stuff.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's
see.
guys. That's the second time in 2 weeks that we've had people in here.
It does feel like we're being watched, and I want you to know, yeah, I'm an open book.
Are
Go
you?
ahead.
I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You'll tell me anything?
Anything you want.
Okay. What was the worst thought you ever had during a school day?
Oh wow. I guess the worst thought that I ever had probably was I would say you know when the whole Bernie Madoff thing happened.
Absolutely. I leaked. I
You know what it was.
I know what it was.
I actually remember hearing that story, and the first thing I said was, "Man, I hope his victims were poor."
Oh, wow. Well,
Hold on.
that
That's
is-
the worst thing.
Yeah,
That's cruel.
I was
see.
thinking. I thought, man, I hope he didn't. I hope he didn't
You hope he
hose
took
any
advantage.
rich
you hope
people.
you didn't host rich people. I
yeah.
can tell you for one, he hosed one rich guy, me.
You were part of the Madoff scandal?
you got money?
I was a huge part. I had money. I lost it all to Madoff.
Woof.
Yeah.
And
well,
and his pitch to you didn't even go well.
No, it was a very bad pitch, but I was sold on his cool hat. He had this hat that was...
He was that flimsy hat.
yeah.
What, that hat look like pizza?
It's like a pizza.
It's like too greasy pizza.
And I saw that hat and I said, well, this guy knows a little bit. I'll give him 2.5 mil.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and I hadn't been hosed like that since that Ponzi guy took a ton of my money.
Oh no.
Another cool hat.
Well, you're currently investing in a lot of poke shops around town.
That's right. I don't have too many things going on at all. Yeah.
I think a few times. I think hopefully in a couple years there isn't something called a poke scheme.
Yeah. Is that
Christ.
was there anybody who came up to you and pitched the idea of investing into these poke shops?
Yeah, what was the pitch?
It was, I mean, it's basically what I was sold the same way I was in the past. A kind of sweaty, out of shape guy came in, and he said,
Came into where?
the public bathroom I was using. And he said, I said, wow, sounds like something tough happened to you. He said, yeah, I just had poke. And I said, oh, my God, that made this all happen? He said, yeah. And I said, I called up my business manager. And I said, take my life savings.
Who is a mannequin, by the way?
Yeah, my business mannequin. And I said, put my life savings in poke shops.
And he couldn't.
He couldn't. He said, you've got almost nothing left. So I drove straight to Atlantic City. Baby, I put it all on.
And that's anywhere from 5,000 to 2,000 miles from here.
Yeah, depending on the direction.
If you drive the wrong way.
What roads you take?
What's that?
What roads did you take?
Frontage.
Frontage?
I took frontage roads the whole way, put it all on black, lost it.
And was that game where you put it on black or red?
No, blackjack.
You can't put it all on black.
I know now.
I can't believe they didn't take your money. That's kind of fucked up.
If you bet for the wrong game, they just take the money away from you. Well, they warn you a ton of times, and you say,
Well, you were doing a side bet with the dealer, right? I guarantee you the next card's going to be black.
Yeah. And wouldn't you know, 2 hearts in a row.
Wow.
And so
Hearts can be black, right?
What's that?
No.
I mean,
Have you played cards before,
Maybe
Bill?
yours is.
Yeah. I mean, my metaphorical heart is for sure black.
Mine is black. It's really not doing well.
Oh, you got to see a professional.
No. Well,
You have cirrhosis of the heart.
I had the girl take a picture of my heart using like an Aura camera. Mm-hmm. It came out black as night.
Oh no!
Wow.
I love it. So that was your worst thought?
No, that wasn't my worst thought. That was just a story
The
about
worst
my.
of your
What was your worst thought?
Oh man. Oh, I remember because it happens every day.
Oh, wow.
I think no one would miss me if I disappeared.
That's your best thought. Bye-bye.
You know, that's not a bad thought. You're thinking about others. You know what I mean? You're thinking
No
about
one
your
would miss
position
you.
in the world.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true, Todd?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't have anybody that needs me or cares about me right
But
now.
wouldn't our podcast buddies?
Yeah, I mean, we'd miss you. We'd definitely leave a seat open for you.
That's all I'd ask.
We'd pour one out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'd pour a hot cold brew out for me every
Yeah.
time you recorded?
Absolutely.
Right
Oh,
down
that
the
makes me
drain.
feel better about killing myself.
Wait. What?
Well, like, how are you going to do it?
Yeah.
How am I going to kill myself?
Yeah, do you have a method? Don't do it, but did you have a method?
Yeah, when you were at your worst every day.
Yeah, don't do it, but elaborate.
What I planned to do was show up to my ex-wife's wedding
Okay.
as the priest doing the wedding. And then when anybody asked if there were any objections, I would say,
I'm pretty sure that's what you ask as the priest.
oh, really?
Or is this one of those new
I
era
thought the
weddings
priest
that
just waited for someone else to speak up about it.
yeah, like an
No, I
audience
think
member
the
just
priest-
stands up and says, "Does anyone have a?"
Yeah, or like that cute little girl with flowers walking by. When she gets to the end, she says, "Any
flower
objections?"
No. The priest does that.
The priest says it. He's kind of the
Even in
leader.
my own damn fantasies, I'm an idiot.
No, come on, Todd.
Come on, get up. Get up.
I gotta crouch.
He's crouching down.
Excuse you.
Thank you. I was hoping we'd sync up on that poop.
No, that one, I'm holding it in right now. I'm going to save it up.
Saving up for a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Weatherman? The worst
Yeah.
thought you ever had?
Well, I guess my worst thought, and I don't know if this counts, just because this subject is on my mind a lot lately, mostly in regards to other people. But I guess my worst thought it would be I definitely have a mental illness. I think something, and I can't figure out what it is. I can't figure out. I can't figure out exactly what's going on. But just
know
because
what
it's
it
on
is.
my mind so much,
It's caring too much.
Yeah,
that might be it.
it's dramatic.
It's one
empathy.
of your personalities cares
It's
too
caring
much.
so much about other people that I hate myself, and anyway, it's a thought.
No, hey,
Passing. I'm sure it's not true.
but that's something you
do you think
are better equipped nowadays to deal with it than you might have been a year ago.
Yeah, well, I've started, writing on my walls at home, affirmations.
Yeah, it's a really insane sort of like Stranger Things style writing on the walls.
Thank you.
Yeah, True Detective, Stranger
ramblings,
Things.
What are they write on the wall in every goddamn show? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But it's a passing thought that I have, once, twice a day during every one of my therapy sessions that, maybe I'm mentally
You
ill.
gotta
but-
see my therapist.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, changed my life. Look at me. I have great.
I bet we could have a thrilling conversation, him yelling at me and me yelling at him.
Well, I
You're
don't know.
live streaming your therapy with your therapist now, right?
Yeah,
With your
well-
mannequin therapist?
We're on Facebook Live right now. Well, not right now, but
Right.
And we got
That's the
people coming
platform
in,
you've
giving
chosen.
hearts to our screams. I get a
They're
lot-
hearting your screaming?
Yeah. A lot of fun comments on there. Yeah. So if you want to check out my therapy sessions,
Okay, cool.
Facebook.
Cool.
No, you got to see my therapist.
Okay.
You got to see my therapist.
Yeah, I don't know that I
Weirdest
have
looking
to,
guy you ever saw.
and that makes you feel good.
And I want you to see him. He's weird looking.
gotta see.
Not go to him, but see him.
Look, he's right here.
He is good looking.
Whoa. Now that
He
is a
is
nice
very-
book jacket, I will say. That is a beautiful book jacket,
Yeah, he wrote
but
a
an
book.
ugly man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've never seen a man wear books as jackets.
Yeah, that picture you showed me on your phone of him in that book jacket
He's
is...
way down. It's almost as if he's distracting away from his ugly face.
And it almost is he standing in front of a bookshelf trying to blend in so just
Yep.
his face sticks
Yeah.
out?
I'll tell you what, it ain't working.
no.
And that's his book cover, and it says, "Don't judge a book by its cover."
Well, that's great advice. That's absolutely great advice. You got to get to the core of a person before you know who they really are.
Miss Smuckers, what about you? What's the worst thought you've ever had?
I feel like calling her Miss Binker now.
Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Worst thought I ever had at school. Probably that. I probably would say. Well, this might be one of the worst. That I want to see all the kids in my class do like a human centipede, and they start out eating what I cooked, and then at the end I cook what they make.
Wow, what
So
a
you want them to
definitely.
make something, and that is a shit.
Yeah,
That you
20 student shit. Yeah.
Now, that is truly a communal dinner, though, which is nice.
Everybody gather around.
I mean, at the end of that, though, you're getting absolutely zero nutrients out of that. So
Yeah,
everybody except the first person's hungry.
that hasn't been proven.
I wonder if any excrement would even be made at that end of that centipede
And
line.
that's what I wonder too.
Or maybe some kind of precious metal or something would come out of their
yeah,
assholes.
that's true. Maybe some fool's gold
You
would
know,
pop out.
they make diamonds by
Precious
precious.
fool's gold.
Fool's gold.
I do agree. I think fool's gold is much more
It's
beautiful than
so
regular
beautiful.
gold. It's shinier.
It's cheap.
It's worth less.
Yeah.
God, I love
nice.
fool's gold.
I
They
think
don't
the real
sell
fools
reddings.
are people who are investing in gold.
That's right.
That's gold for fools.
I got 100,000 in fool's gold.
Same.
Really?
Yeah,
That's coming back around.
it's coming around.
Absolutely.
back around.
It's all cyclical. It's like the weather patterns. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
yes.
It looks like it's going bad, like the planet is burning, but that's just so that it
Oh,
can be
this
reborn.
global warming is the world warms. There was an ice age. Now it's a little hot. Everyone relax. Burn the fuel.
Just drive your big SUV and
Drive
shut
it.
up.
Shut up, Al Gore. EPA.
More like Borgore.
Right? Boring Gore.
Well, guys, we
Snorgore.
Ow.
Are you actively avoiding saying Al Bohr?
Yeah, everyone would confuse him with Tim Allen's best friend.
Borland?
Yeah, Al Borland.
Now that's a good name for Al Gore.
Well, I'll say this. Why don't y'all take the week to punch that joke
Did you
up,
know
and
that...
then we'll come back next week
Hold on.
and deal with it.
Hold on. I was gonna say, did you know that Wilson was played by Al Gore?
I did it
No,
because
I never saw it.
That's right.
It was an
right.
issue with SAG government dealings. You can't be recurring in a show if you're also vice president.
That's
I
why
thought it
they
was
built
an
the
issue
wall.
with
They
chin
built
sag.
that
I thought it
wall.
was a chin sag issue.
Yeah.
He was embarrassed by chin sag.
Yeah.
Well, guys, on that note, I think it's about time for us to
Also,
hit the dusty trail.
real quick, I am taking. We have all put a donation box out in the hallway for the wall. We want it built as quick as possible. So if you could,
and this is, of course, the wall to the computer lab that was run through by a delivery truck.
yes,
This is not to be confused with the border wall that is trying to be
we are going to
built.
make Wood Creek pay for the wall.
And
Yes.
not like how I was confused, where it was to get a DVD of Wall-E on campus, and that's what I donated for.
Right, or a very expensive copy
God,
of
that
Pink
movie's good.
Floyd's The Wall. This is not what this is about.
There's been a lot of confusion about that.
But yeah, as we've been trying to do every week, we all before we go, just want to take another look at our vision boards and see what we're looking towards for next week. I, of course, in my efforts to make the newspaper a nationally circulated paper, am actually going to be doing some radio interviews, some phone interviews with some radio stations around the country to pitch my idea for a nationally circulated high school paper and make our paper hopefully increase its listening or viewing or reading.
You're supposed to talk to Ryan Seacrest, right?
Yeah, I'm doing actually
102.7.
Ryan's Roses. I'm doing Ryan's Roses. I'm actually not going to have an
where
interview.
he calls people and tricks them.
Yeah.
That's 3 of my divorces have been Ryan's Roses related.
You got to know when it's him calling, and you always send roses to some other woman.
I got mistresses, and I love giving them free flowers.
You got to know that nobody's calling and offering free flowers and chocolates. That's Ryan.
And then the one time I send them to my wife, it's not Ryan, and then I look like the idiot.
Oh shit!
But you're doing Ryan's Roses.
I'm doing
That's
Ryan's
good.
Roses in an attempt to increase the readership of our newspaper.
That's exciting.
good.
I'm planning Cheetahman's bar mitzvah. So that'll be happening this week. And we also have another meet.
and
A late bar mitzvah
Yeah,
for
he-
Cheetahman.
Yeah.
A late bar mitzvah.
He didn't get around to it, and it said it's never too late.
It seems to me like maybe you're trying to overcompensate to prove that he is not a cheetah and is actually a Jewish
well,
boy.
tell that to his birthright fund.
And if you look it up on my vision board, I, of course, have a gurney and some padded walls. I am going to attempt to really deal with my own issues, and no matter what, I need to be healthy so I can help the kids of this school.
I honestly think you should let yourself out of that straitjacket.
Well, when I'm ready.
All
When
right.
I'm ready. So, I've been trying to get out of it. I threw away the key. I was up in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and I saw a guy doing a bit of a street show.
How did you throw away the key once you were in it?
I had it in my mouth.
Okay,
And
you spit
luckily
it out.
I have one of those trash cans that has the foot lever. So I
okay.
stepped on that, spit the
Gotcha.
key in there.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I'm going to try to fix being crazy by next week. We'll see, baby.
What about you, Todd?
My vision board up there is just a smile. I want to keep smiling next week as I learn more about women. And, it's not a laugh, it's not a chuckle. Because I don't laugh when I get tickled until the end.
Right.
And we'll check in on all of your progress and all your many.
We'll chicken.
We'll chicken with all your stories next week. And Miss Smucker, what do you have planned for yourself over the next
A
week?
smile
What's your goal?
obviously isn't in the cards for you by next
We'll
week.
not be smiling. We're probably going to try to attach some students' mouths to other students' anuses.
This isn't your worst thought. This is an active thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Same
Well,
thing.
good luck
Your
with
worst
that.
thought is also your goal for this week.
I mean, good luck with that. That's going to be quite a task. You're going to definitely have to get parent permission to do something like that.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to get their permission, and then it will be allowed.
Yeah.
You will
As
be
long
able
as
to
you
do
get
it.
20 signatures, I think you'll be okay. But
I'm excited.
guys, thanks so much for listening again today. As always, we really appreciate that. And until next time,
Thank you.
stay flippy.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest to get off. Get some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the teacher's lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.